es igual que el que estoy en.
Un Camaro como el que
Un Mia. Picked up this little Schwinn Stingray. This bitch is bad. Big and littles. So I acquired, purchased this here fine vehicle today for parts. It's gonna be torn apart for the parts. For sure I need the hood for my other white square. And that hinge is probably better than the one I have. I wanted this grill, but I found out somebody cut it in the edges, probably not. And it turns over and it does have spark. I just seen. Let's close the fucking key here before I drain this battery. Let's see if it cranks over. Playing a little automotive detective. There is a fucking whole gallon of ATF in the back seat, and then a few other ones here. And the transmission's all full of fucking crap, so it's probably a bad transmission on this one. There must be a reason they wrecked it. I know they took the fender off later for parts, probably. So, yeah. Port weight, too much gas probably in there. I gotta open the key. I'm gonna just crank it from in here, see what it does. So for sure, I'm probably going to use this door for the C20, even though it has this big ass thing on it. I already popped it out, kind of with this piece of wood through the inside. But you can still see here that's marked and it's hella indented here. But the bottom's not rusted and the other one's stupid rusted and the top over here is fucked up. So, yep, this is going to be the door for that one. The hood. And the little marker light so far is what I've been able to use for the other one. Everything else I'm gonna just part it out. I know people looking for a couple of things here and there, but the bumpers aren't shit. They're gonna be probably scrappers, and the grill isn't either. Immediate gratification from the part structure. Only a few things I'm gonna use: the door and the hood, but even though it's repaired, it's whatever, I'm missing it anyway. This is the bad one. This one's a little bit better. It has a different design in the front because it's off a 79. If you see the trim down here on the 79, the vessels go all the way to the signal light. It's one piece. That's why it has that fat bottom chrome. Yeah. Alright, so now I bought the bed for the swap. the guy cut off all the wiring to keep most of it for his vehicle or some shit, you know what I'm saying? I don't know, but now I gotta figure it out. And I have here the harness of a Fleet side with the quick release plug, and this goes off to the frame so you can start cleaning up with here, because all this shit's just locked off. And it's like not the right colors. They have like 2 whites. There's no 2 whites. It's supposed to be 2 greens, a brown and a yellow, and shit like that, a dark green. But yeah. Man, I just fucking cleaned that car real quick. She's been sitting for like what? Since the pandemic. This bitch is purring. Just gonna actually trans fluid so I can move her. So I picked up this, I think, Model A fenders. I'm not sure, just going by what I was told. At the swap for like 80 bones, which is not bad for both. And this filler panel. Anyway, I would still need running boards and rear fender, but and this bitch would look fucking dope. Full fender. I'm not gonna start it or anything until I find all the pieces, but yeah, it came up on those holes. But if somebody needs them and wants them, I'll probably sell them. I don't know. I've been spending an unspeakable amount of time trying to line up this hood, but it's golden. That hinge on that side's still shit, but this one's pretty much holding the weight for everything. Off that parts truck. This one's cool because it has a little accent, extra little accent here from the 79. So yeah, pretty good deal. That's why I jumped on that parts truck, because it's the same color, so not to fuck with door jams and the inside of the hood or anything, you know. Gotta change the door. This one's pretty fucked, mainly because of this. Even though the other one has a fucking big ass dinger here, this one also has a big ass dinger, and this is all rusted through and bonded, so I guess it's a win-win on the other door too. That's cool. That old man gave me a box. I didn't even ask him. But yeah, probably a bad idea. So I'm gonna have to redo it. This flange's pretty alright, but this one's like welded directly to the muffler. I'm under the Datsun right now. So yeah, up here you can see that's no good. That's why it's ripped, because it's hitting on this motor mount. But all I gotta do is trim this motor mount a little bit with like the Dremel tool. And when I put the new chrome ones, everything should be golden. With this fucking steering shaft is mighty close to it. And this car has a manual steering box, no power steering, which is pretty cool, I think. Some straight race car shit. Right? Yeah, it's a manual steering box, I think. But yeah, pretty much. I'm probably gonna have to cut out all these fucking bolts. So, I'm gonna have to redo it. This flange's pretty alright, but this one's like welded directly to the muffler. I'm under the Datsun right now. So yeah, up here you can see that's no good. That's why it's ripped, because it's hitting on this motor mount. But all I gotta do is trim this motor mount a little bit with like the Dremel tool. And when I put the new chrome ones, everything should be golden. With this fucking steering shaft is mighty close to it. And this car has a manual steering box, no power steering, which is pretty cool, I think. Some straight race car shit. Right? Yeah, it's a manual steering box, I think. But yeah, pretty much. I'm probably gonna have to cut out all these fucking bolts. Yeah, Yeah, I gotta take off all the spark plug thistles in this motherfucker because the headers just don't clear anything. I had to lop them off. Try to fucking do as straight as possible cut, even though I'm gonna pull the whole exhaust out and weld it outside. Already has questionable welds down here, like if I did them already. So, shout out to Vice Grip Garage. That will always be like, it looks like I worked on it already before. That's cool. It's all the situation. You always gotta remember that. But they did pretty good for whatever. Nice little swap. And put those new manifolds because I want to have an exhaust leak and then see what we do. Yeah, I gotta take off all the spark plug thistles in this motherfucker because the headers just don't clear anything. I had to lop them off. Try to fucking do as straight as possible cut, even though I'm gonna pull the whole exhaust out and weld it outside. Already has questionable welds down here, like if I did them already. So, shout out to Vice Grip Garage. That will always be like, it looks like I worked on it already before. That's cool. It's all the situation. You always gotta remember that. But they did pretty good for whatever. Nice little swap. And put those new manifolds because I want to have an exhaust leak and then see what we do. Yeah, so this was like one on a whole other trip trying to make it fit. So they cut off the flange and they just straight welded it. Never to be removed again. And they lopped off this piece with a torch to slide the nut in or whatever the fuck. But yeah. I'm gonna check continuity in this goddamn yellow wire, which is your driver signal light and fucking brake light signal. Off the harness here, I already like fucking plugged it to probe it and shit. Shouldn't do that, but I do have signal here. Now I'm gonna check continuity to here at the end, which I know I don't have or shouldn't. And the middle here, I'm gonna plug it there, and then from wherever it's good, I'm gonna just run a line because I'm already got that flies. So I think the problem I'm having here is it's actually this fucking plug is burnt in the inside, because I actually do have continuity from here to the harness, so the whole line's good. But when I test out to the plug, I'm getting power to both of these, and it should only just be one of them, really. So it's bridging out. That's cool. The old man gave me a box. I didn't even ask him. But yeah, probably a bad idea. I got all the lights working on the fucking square. I gotta do rust repair, some dents, change the door. Look, he slacked that I'm putting the hood on, even though I don't want it to get wet, so it's whatever. But I gotta take the fucking fender and the whole front pretty much to be able to remove the door, put the other door, and then reverse the process. Yep. This thing's beautiful. So this truck's pretty fucking done up. Looks like a race motor and shit. And it's all beautiful. Oh. Thing is that shit shows nicely. Anyway, I was done with flux core. If you see Bondo Billy, like some old crazy white dude that explains how for old rusted sheet metal, people be talking shit about like the welds look like that, but in reality you can't really use like gas MIG and TIG because it will fucking warp the shit out of it because of the amount of heat. So this wasn't too bad. You gotta just grind the fuck out of it. He did get a little peanutty, but It's okay. I don't know, that guy Bando Billy, he explains. And I worked in a lot of body shops, and basically it's the premise. If you try to fucking like lay some beads on it all pretty, it's gonna just warp the metal, and then you can't find another whatever your fucking bullshit you're doing, you know? So it ain't bad. What they did here was make them wider, like 4 inches or some shit. It's a good way to do it because he used a donor truck and was able to like cut the matching pieces and just make it wider, right? So it doesn't look that off. Also, it's like a fucking sock in the pants because they didn't do the frame, so you really can't fit fatter tires before you notch the frame or whatever. So it's a give and take. It did help somewhat, I guess. You could fit something in there, but yeah, you know what I'm saying? Looks good. It's gonna be right in line red. Anyway, we're gonna fucking hit all those welds, smooth them out, and then over here, same deal though, but there's a couple of pinholes, so we'll weld them in. Shouldn't be a big deal though. But I think I want to put a blanket on that fucking window. This shit has like suede under it, so it doesn't fucking fuck with your paint jam. I put that shit on real quick because I don't want no sparks fucking up everything. It's like the first pass. It's getting pretty fucking smooth. That side was pretty much like this side. But yeah, I gotta make a flat. Well, there's little porosities. And hell yeah. Shout out Wanda Billy. They worked some of it, but it should be sort of dolly it. This bitch is hard. So I put this bitch back together, little panels, everything. I fucking found the phase that fits to this radio. Here.
On Twin03, or go online to csnradio.com.
Fires right up. It's still a little fucking cranky, but there's a lot of things that could be on that TBI that can make it run rich. Spark plug wires. Not having a good spark will like send a little computer on a trip, and also the temperature sensor and the map and the full absolute pressure sensor. So I'm gonna fuck with whatever. It did get a little bit better with the spark plugs. I still gotta put the glove box back on, but it's not broken or anything. Should be golden. Look, little bikes. I think I was like 11 or 10 years old when I built this home. I think I did pretty good. I got all the details. I did brass intake. I went with big ass tires on. I think they were off like a semi, because I wanted like the street freak look. And I actually didn't put all these stickers on it. I just put the Hemified. But I gave this little car to my uncle. That's why it survived, because I wouldn't still have it. I would have fucked it up. But I gave it to my uncle, and he kept it in his shelf forever. And then, I don't know, that fool's been sick or whatever, so he gave it back to me. So I'm pretty dumbfounded, like, damn, spent some time. Radiator, everything's color, the right color and everything. holiday or some shit? So I hung the other door on the square. This one looks way more dented, but like I said, this bitch is right. And it was all hung and shit, and this one isn't. This one opens pretty nicely. Still gotta tighten it and all this shit. I'm still in the process off. To battle with a fucking... It eats the water after a while. I'm gonna try to find a little motor. It's cheaper than trying to fucking put a head gasket and send the fucking head to a machine shop. And by the time all that shit's said and done, I could probably find a little motor from Juarez or here with the Arab, the junkyard for like $3 bills. So it's not the easiest route.